All right, cutie patootie. So let's go ahead and get with it and do another collective read right here, right now with me, Duchess. Yes, it is timeless, and yes, it's a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't behind for whoever the hell is for. And let's go ahead and find out what's the real deal. What needs to come to light? Spirit, give us insight here. Give us insight. We got here true offering. Okay, let's find out more. We got here reframe. All right. We got here allowing, inviting help, and liberation. I love this energy. Okay, so you're reframing your mind at this time, okay, in a way here that's going to allow you to receive a lot more spiritual support and spiritual guidance. Okay, and so part of this is no longer or minimizing your reliance on other people or specific resources, a specific place, a specific thing, right? It's like you're minimizing your reliance on other outside stimuli, and you're spending more of your reliance on spirit, source, God, the divine, your spirit team, okay, your ancestors, your angels, your guides. This is where you are spending your energy. Okay, and so what's happening is that ultimately you're now going to receive more of what you desire, because one thing that you've learned is that people will fall short every time. Okay, that people will fail you every time, that people will feel you feeling like you wasted your time and energy, like it's never quite right. You feel depleted, right? So there's something here where you're taking your trust out of man or woman, okay? You're taking your trust out of people, and you're reframing the way you think, and you're putting all of your trust into source, spirit, God, the divine, okay? And this is going to be a very liberating experience for you, because this is when you're finally going to start receiving what's due to you. Excuse me, okay? And that's because you are coming from a more limitless mindset, okay? It's not you feeling limited. Well, if this person doesn't step up, or if this person doesn't do this, or if this situation doesn't happen this way, or if this institution doesn't bring this, it's like you start to feel limited in the past. But now you don't feel limited, because you know, if it's not brought from there, who cares, okay? Because you're going to get it here from source, the number one, the most high, where's the best blessings anyways, limitless blessings that you're going to be receiving here as you liberate yourself from the confines here of reliance, okay, on people, places, or things. So it's like complete reliance on source, spirit, God, the divine, complete reliance on your spirit team, your angels, your ancestors, not on the outside world, because that's left you feeling like you haven't gotten your due on multiple times. Again, it has to do with relationships, okay? You, in the past, have had a bunch of relationships here where you fed into, you put energy, you put time, you put love, you put respect, you put trust. You get what I'm saying? And so you gave so much, and so you expected so much in return, but ultimately you didn't get very much in return. You got some crumbs at the most, okay? And some of you got nothing, which is even worse than the crumbs. And so ultimately here, you're realizing that you gave so much because you thought this person would be there. You thought that they would care. You thought that they would support you. You thought that they would have your back, okay? But then you realize they don't. So it's like you're realizing I put all this time and energy into someone that doesn't care. It's not going to give. It's not going to put back into me, whether this be a person, place, or thing, right? And so you're now taking that energy away from where you would give it there, and you're putting it back into source. You're putting it back into yourself. You're spending a lot more time meditating, a lot more time praying, a lot more time healing, okay? A lot more time reflecting, studying, growing. You're spending time there, and that's what's going to end up bringing you everything that you ever desired out of a person in the past. It's like it never came, but you're about to get it now between you and source, because that's the true relationship there. That's true love. That's true love right there. Like Drake said, I was listening to this morning, we don't want no fake love, baby, okay? And where you give and the other person does not reciprocate, that's fake love, okay? When you put in energy and there's no reciprocation, that's fake love at the end of the day. So there's something here where you're no longer focused on that, and you're focused on true abundance, true love, true happiness, true fulfillment. And so that's what you're going to get. Tell us more here. Look, it may seem like a lonely journey. See, this is the thing, but you're not alone. So this is why Spirit is trying to tell you, look, in the past, you have given too much and loved too much and loved too hard and sacrificed too much. But that was because of a fear of being alone. That was because feeling like you can't go at it on your own, but you are never alone and you never going at it on your own. Okay? You are spiritually protected and guided here. I know that I am never alone, ever. So you don't have to settle for less. You don't have to be treated wrong. You don't have to be taken from. You don't have to deal with that. It's like, because you're not really lonely. You may be alone, but that's different from being lonely, right? Because you're connected with Source. You're connected with the Most High. So how can you be alone? You can't. We got here, this is bringing a lot more balance into your life, because before it's been very imbalanced. Like I said, you've been giving and giving and giving, supporting and loving and nurturing and doing and doing and doing. And in the meantime, you got pretty much nothing. Okay? Pretty much nothing. And this reminds me of my ex-boyfriend. I used to give and do to him. I would do so much for him and give and give and give. And anytime I was down and out, this person would disappear for months on end. Anytime, okay? Whether it's financial problems, whether it's health problems. One time I was sick in bed. Mind you, I took care of him sick 2 months prior. I was sick in bed. I remember it was around Easter, and I told him I need him to pick me up. Ghosted. Didn't hear from him for a few months. Of course, after that, I blew his ass off for another 6 months. But I should have never talked to this person again, because that's shady. So there's something here where there's been a lack of balance in the past, because you give and give and give, but then never got anything in return. And so now you're not giving there. You're giving where it matters. And this is going to allow you to finally receive. Because if you keep putting, like, say there's a well and it has no water, okay, and you keep trying to put some coins in there, it's like it's not gonna work. That's not how that works, okay? It's like you keep trying to put money in this cash machine, but it keeps taking your money and not giving you nothing back. Why are we doing this? You could put that into investments into your future, right? And so that's the same with time and energy. It's just like currency. And a lot of times we find ourselves wasting time and energy, and one day we wake up and there's nothing left, because we done gave and gave and gave and done and done and done and healed and healed and healed. And it never, ever worked, okay? Ever. So we got here that it's a healthier time here in your life. Yes, and this is because here, you are not going to be under these people's judgments here, okay? I feel like you're also looking at the situation for what it truly is. And so you're able to accept a lot better. It says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. So you're able to accept here that you've been around a bunch of people with narcissistic tendencies, ultimately, because anybody that's draining you dry, okay, and not giving anything back has to have some tendencies here, right? You've been surrounding yourself here with snakes and energy vampires. And so you're realizing that it's because you didn't want to be alone that you're allowing toxic people into your life, right? And so now you're like, you know what? I'd rather be alone. And this is the best liberation that you could ever have. Because now Spirit's going to step it up and kick it up a notch, because there was a lot of blessings you were supposed to get, but you couldn't get them because these energy vampires, leeches, and snakes was around taking everything from you, draining you dry, leaving you with nothing for yourself. So there's this element of major growth that's going through you. You're very conscious of this now. You're very aware of this now, right? So there's this energy here when it comes to things creating in your life, things coming into fruition. I feel like a lot of these energies were blocking you before because, again, wrong investment, right? You're investing time, energy, love into a person, place, or thing that's draining you versus something that actually can build, blossom, grow, right? That was the opposite effect of what you were supposed to be doing. So now things are blossoming out, and it's like all that love that I put into this person, place, or thing that wasn't paying me, now I'm putting that back into myself, or putting that back into something that is going to pay me. And look at the bottom of the deck. I love it. It's the luck card, okay? So yeah, it's like as you move away from this energy, you're truly stepping into this energy of good luck, abundance, okay? But this is from surrendering. This is from allowing Source to step in and be your guide and be your friend and be your confidant and be your mentor here, instead of allowing all these people in. Yes, you're going to gain a lot more wisdom this way, because instead of getting drained, you get what I'm saying? You're being filled up. You're being filled up with wisdom. You're being filled up with health. You're being filled up with abundance. You get what I'm saying? It's like when you go in this direction, you're being filled up. Your cup is being full. Okay? It's like the more you tap into spirit, the more full your cup gets. Yep, because magic's going to happen on your behalf, baby. And that's that. Magic is going to happen on your behalf. And I always try to tell people, to me, I feel like it's critical here to connect with source and to give spiritual guidance on a daily basis. I do it all day, every day. In between me giving the guidance, I receive constantly. And people wish I would stop receiving my spiritual guidance and get on the phone with them for hours on end, but it ain't going to happen, okay? Because I'm prioritizing myself. And spiritual guidance is going to lead me to my peace, my happiness, my abundance. But talking to you on the phone is going to lead me to be bored and stressed and irritated while you got done emotionally dumping and feeling good about yourself. Okay? So there's something here where it's like, no, you're not giving. You're not doing it. Okay? You're not filling up everybody's tank. And so when you stop filling up everybody's tank, now spirit is filling up your tank. I love this. Yes. And so this is requiring a lot of inner strength out of you, though. Okay? When it's time to break a pattern, when things have been going a certain way for so many years, right? It can be difficult here to break this pattern. However, you're going to be able to do it because all of the strength that you have within you and all of the, I'm hearing that you're just tired, baby. You're tired, okay? You're done. You're drained. You're finished. You're over it. So it's like ultimately to the point to where you have nothing left to give to anybody. So that's why it's like you kind of just, this is happening for you at the perfect moment when you're sick and tired. You have nothing left to give. If somebody's looking for something, trying to take something, okay, trying to push something, it's like you have nothing to give. You're going to see, well, what is it that you bring to the table? Is it going to be a fair exchange? What is you bringing? Okay? And I know that's one thing people hate when people ask in dating, well, what is you bringing to the table? Everybody deserves to ask that question because you need to know what you're about to be getting or not getting. You get what I'm saying? But you need to follow through with, you know, research too, because people lie and say what they bring to the table and they're not. But at the end of the day here, what's happening is instead of focusing on fake love, all of these little relationships, friendships, familyships, fellowships, okay, you're focused on your connection with source. And that's about to make you extremely blessed because you got your eye on the prize. Okay, instead of on things that make you anxious. That's what spirit is saying here. Yes. Okay, anytime you try to open your heart and really love and really care, it just makes you very anxious. Okay, it creates a lot of chaos. But this is because of the type of people that you've been overgiven to. Yes. Okay, but now it's time for things to come into balance and for you to have more caring, healthy, positive connections. But you can only do that once you connect with source first, because then you know what true love is. That's when you know what love is. Okay, when you connect with source, when you connect with your higher self, when you really nurture yourself, love yourself, take yourself out of toxic environments, that's you being in tune with true love. And so when you know what true love is, then you don't settle for anything less than that, right? And so you're going to be inviting in so many loving connections, genuine connections, heartfelt connections, right? Based off of the fact that you know what love is, okay? You know what it is, and you know it's not toxic. You know it's comforting. You know it's safe. You know it's balanced. There's an equal give and take. It's supportive. It's nurturing, right? And so as you experience this with source, then nobody can try to manipulate you or make you think it's supposed to be toxic and dramatic and extra and draining, frustrating. That's not love, baby. That's fake love, okay? That's toxic codependency. That is attachment, which most people have gotten used to this because everyone's scared to be alone. Everyone just wants to attach to any and everything and everybody, and they attaching themselves to a damn tyrant, okay? They're attaching themselves to somebody from a Stephen King movie, one of them aliens, one of them Cujos, one of these dark entities that's acquired this person's body. You over here attaching to somebody, and they are horrible. So stop attaching to people and attach to spirit, okay? So this is what's happening here. And once you do that, things are going to shift in miraculous ways in your life because you're going to be filled with so much love and joy that there's nothing else that you can invite in but more love and joy, because you know what's not love and joy. But this is going to take a lot of strength out of you, and it's going to take a lot of you looking at yourself in the mirror and doing the work. A lot of times we don't want to do the work. But if you're willing to look at yourself in the mirror and do the work, right, then you're going to have exactly what you want. If you want to know more here about true offering and being detached, right, when it comes to things that are toxic, you can definitely check out some of my courses on my website. I got the Leaving Your Toxic Relationship in 10 Easy Steps, okay? That's available on my website. Or Opening Your Pathways to Love, baby, okay? On my website. They're only $9.99. Check it out. It's going to be good for you, because if you do the work and you heal, then you'll finally get the love and happiness and abundance that you deserve. But if you want to keep just acting like nothing is happening, then you're going to keep getting the same toxic cycle. So everything is up to you, my dear. You can come hang out in my winner circle. You can book a retreat and get some healing in person with me, all right? You can also book some coaching sessions, all that on my website. I'm going to talk to you later, darling. Bye.